Officers that were at USPS to go back and explain to them that what was happening is completely lawful. And I want to provide you, what happened is, they didn't say they conducted an investigatory detention for me being there, but during the time that I was there, I tried to show both the postmaster as well as the police officers that I have express permission to be there. As in, a person from the post office said, yes, you can be there, and the postmaster cannot tell you to leave. As in, someone above that postmaster. I actually have that evidence. I tried to provide it to the police officer, and they wouldn't have anything to do with it. Admittedly, I was kind of pissed at the end, so I'd also like, if everything turns out well, to everybody shake hands and walk away nice at the end of the day. But that's basically what I want to achieve. So if I can have a couple minutes of your time to show you what I'm talking about, so you can see I'm not blowing hard or anything like that, I'd be happy to show that to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got all the time in the world. So let me just preface just a couple things.
You bet.
Because a couple of the officers said, hey, there's a gentleman that's going to come up, and I don't think he was happy the way he was served. And I'm like, okay, tell me what happened. They kind of gave me the gist of it. I called the post office just to get their side of it, because I want it to be fair all the way around.
Yeah.
And so
absolutely.
I don't think this is about you being there physically. This is about you filming at the post office.
Yep.
According to, and we may just go round and round on this, but according to the person who's in charge at the post office, she says there is a poster there that is put up that says there shall be no filming in the post office, and this is due to security reasons. And she says we go to training, and everybody is trained on that policy for no picture taking or no cameras inside the post office. And apparently you did not want to not do that. You wanted to keep filming, and so that's why you were asking me, not just because you were there.
No, I totally get. I know it wasn't my presence. I know it was that I was filming.
Correct, sir.
So what I saw, the only sign, and no one ever told me of anything other than that, when you go into the lobby, the left side of the desk, there's a sign up there that says no cell phones in the lobby.
Okay.
That's the only directive sign on the premises that I saw, and I walked around. You can look at security cameras probably 12, 15 times. Now, what I did is I referred to them to poster 7, which is on their wall, which is this. And if you look right here, photographs for news advertising.
See my age?
Oh,
See my age?
I'm starting to get it too, man.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get it too.
Oh, and where are you pointing at?
Photographs for news advertising.
Except where prohibited by official signs. And she says that there is a sign there that prohibits.
There is one for cell phones.
She said there's one. She said there is no photography or.
Now the other thing I want to show you.
Yes, sir.
Is this. That poster 7 comes from that Code of Federal Regulations. It's a federal law. If you go to I think it's page 4, there's a subsection H, subsection 5, subsection 1, which is exactly the paragraph that I just showed you.
So you want me to go to
H51.
Page 5.1?
Yeah, H5. You can flip, sorry. There we go, there's H. And then if you go to subsection 5 and then 1 of that. What that paragraph you just read from poster 7 is taken from that federal law. And the title of that is Conduct on Postal Property.
I see the poster 5.1. Okay,
yep.
So I'm gonna go.
Sorry.
Photographs for news. So it's almost the same thing.
No, it is exactly the same.
Okay, so except as prohibited by official signs.
Correct, but they didn't have that.
She says there's one there.
And the problem is she never showed it to me. So she's basically making something up and kicking me off the federal public property where I have a right to be without even saying, here's the sign. She never showed it to me. Not only that.
Well, I'll go drive up there right now and take a look at it.
I'd like that. And also, the other thing I wanted to show you here.
Yeah.
Let me just pull this out. This directive, it's from the Department of Homeland Security.
Okay.
They control all federal law enforcement. All. Postal inspectors, FBI, U.S. Marshals.
Okay.
That entire document right there specifically compels...
Sorry.
Oh, that's all right. Specifically compels the post office to honor my right to go in there. They cannot make a sign and put it up unless it's by the directive of the Postmaster General, him or herself, to overdo that. Now, the nail in the coffin is I got an email yesterday from the Western Region District Manager's Strategic Communications Director. He expressly says they literally cannot do what they just did.
They, being they cannot put a poster up.
They cannot
that says-
prohibit me from filming in there, regardless. There is nothing they can do, and it's literally says
Then
that.
why would, my question is, why would they train for that and then have something posted on there
Honestly,
that says that?
in all fairness, it probably is just a mechanism of middle management making a mistake.
Yeah.
I mean, people make mistakes. It happens.
Every
I mean,
day.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to beat them up for being human.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to make sure that they honor my right to go into a U.S. Post Office as a taxpayer to conduct my business. And I'll show you this right here. So, he emails me here, right? Rod Spurgeon.
Okay.
Rod Spurgeon at USPS.gov.
Okay.
He repeats everything in Poster 7.
Okay.
Right? So I then say to him, thanks to the swift reply,
Yep.
who are the other authorized personnel from the regulations? Our policies allow videographers, whether it's a local news station or a self-identified auditor, that would be me, to film as long as they don't impede operations such as blocking access through a doorway or preventing customers from transacting business. I never did that.
Right. No one's saying you did. Who wrote that? Rod?
Jay Spurgeon.
Can I write that name down?
Absolutely.
So that when I go back there, I
Yeah.
want to get that to her.
If you want, I'll forward this to you.
That's okay.
Okay.
I'm an old school guy.
That's all right.
Pen and paper, baby.
No, that's all right. You are awesome, sir. I like you a lot.
So, what's his name again?
Rod J. Spurgeon, Spurgeon.
Spurgen.
E-O-N, sorry. Spurgeon, Spurgeon.
Okay, Rod?
Yep, Rod J. at USPS.gov. And I go to clarify even further when I say, so basically put, it's just something I need to contend with if in terms of me, or if someone doesn't want me to video and photo, they just have to deal with it.
Right.
He says there are no other authorized, I said there are no other authorized personnel that I can get to kick out such a person, if I'm understanding correctly.
Yeah.
He says, correct. We respect the opportunity to film in our lobbies as long as it doesn't disrupt the operation.
Yeah. Let's talk about it.
So the thing is this is coming from the Western Region District Manager's office in Salt Lake City for the Western Region.
Yep.
And they're saying this can't happen. So basically what I want to have happen, I don't want this to escalate. I want to basically have, what would be preferable is you go talk to them, that way they're not feeling all cornered. And then once it's squared away, I walk back in there and I'm like, look, I get that it's uncomfortable filming, but it is allowed by the Postmaster General and the District Manager
If
for the
it's
Western
allowed,
Region.
it's allowed.
Yeah.
If it's not, it's not. Simple
Yeah.
as that, really.
And the frustrating thing about the officers is only that I tried to demonstrate to them all of the laws and the email from the district manager's office, from Rod Spurgeon. And they're like, not listening to it, not hearing it. I'm not going to look at it. You're trespassed. And frankly, what's even more upsetting is I really beat a drum. I said, look, if you're going to arrest me, then under threat of arrest, I will leave because I don't want to get arrested.
Who does?
But at the same time, I shouldn't have to be put in a position to be told, you're going to jail unless you bend the knee.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with what I did. So this is what I want to get squared up.
Which post office was it?
The one down is Williams.
William, yeah, we only have two here. Well,
Okay.
and there's some in the Highlands, but
Yeah.
two down here, yeah.
So it's just the one on Williams.
I'll run down there, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Can I get your, if you don't want to give me a name, that's fine. Because I guess you didn't want to give it.
Yeah,
you want
I
to give me
don't
just a phone number and a first name?
I really don't want
How do I get back to you then?
I'm going to walk down there.
Okay.
So I won't go in. I'll wait till you're done talking to him.
Okay.
And if the postmaster wants to come out, we can all show the email to one another.
Yeah.
Because he wouldn't listen to it either.
Okay.
He was, I'm guessing, feeling that his back was against the wall or something. I get it. Sometimes people get their hackles up and they get in the pride corner and they don't want to go. But I'll walk over there. I'll meet you over there. And then when you're done talking to him, maybe we can all have a conversation. I just want the trespass notice gone.
Yeah.
It told me I can't go back there for a year.
And that's pretty inconvenient.
And yeah, not only inconvenient, but it's not comporting with the USPS rules and regulations,
Yeah.
which is a federal law.
Yeah.
as well as the DHS, which controls law enforcement. So if a postal inspector showed up right now, you know what he'd be doing?
No idea.
He'd be saying, I'm not doing anything because my daddy, my boss, the postmaster general, is in charge of me. I'm not doing anything about it because he said he can be here.
Yeah.
So that's basically what I'm shooting for.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Sergeant,
Yeah.
you are an awesome professional.
Sure, you say that now.
No, I appreciate your demeanor. I do.
Well,
I really
you know
appreciate
what?
it.
It's the way you treat people.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, I mean, that's it's simple.
Yep, I agree.
You know, so
I agree.
I'll tell you what. Let me go down there, talk to them. I'll look for you.
Yeah.
The orange jacket.
Yeah, you'll
you
see me.
see.
Yep.
You know, so give me a few minutes.
My mom and daddy told me to cross the crosswalk wearing bright colors. Here I am.
Listen to your mom and dad.
All right, I'll catch you later. I'll see you in a few minutes. Thanks, Sergeant. All right, that is a good sergeant at the Renton Police Department right there. He is awesome. We're going to see if we can get this rectified. He was extremely professional. He listened to me the entire time, as you can see. Extremely polite and courteous. He's going down. I'm going to walk over. It's just a few blocks away, and we're going to get this squared away, I think. Hopefully that's what happens. Stay tuned. Well, guys, it looks like they're actually calling Rod Spurgeon. I would guess that's what's going on. I had it pause there for quite a while. I'd say the last 20, 25 minutes. Actually longer, because I paused it when I started walking over. So I guess it's been close to 40 minutes now. I walked over from the city hall where the police department is. Spoke with the sergeant there, as you see on the video. And I've been waiting outside. You can tell the city of Renton sergeant's vehicle by the two facts. One, you got that nice bumper over there, but they always pull in backed up, almost always, so they can move on quick. So I'm waiting for the sergeant to get out, but I'm pretty sure he's talking to Rod Spurgeon right now. Rod Spurgeon is the West Region. I misspoke earlier. I said district manager. I meant to say the West Region Communications Director. So that encompasses many states. If I remember correctly, Washington, Idaho, Montana, Alaska, Hawaii, California, Nevada, and maybe a couple others. So basically, this is the guy who says, hey, this is what all of our notices mean and all that kind of stuff. Clarifies it. And that email I got from Rod Spurgeon was meant to exactly accomplish what I told everybody about so far on video, which is it is to clarify the or other authorized individuals of that. So, thanks, Arndt.
Hey, man. Sorry it took me so long.
That's all right. I'm assuming you called Rod Spurgeon.
I didn't, but she did.
Okay.
You are correct. Yep.
All right.
So here's what I told her.
Okay.
I had a long conversation with her, and I wanted to make sure everything was right.
Yep.
And so, kind of what the story is, and I get it. It's kind of like what you started on.
Sure.
It was a mistake.
Yeah.
They've been training. And they're still going. They actually have people scheduled to train on this whole issue about photography,
auditing,
right? And there was an issue about, and apparently their attorneys are still working on it because of all the issues. But there was and the training is actually broken down further. Like maybe you can't have photography by the customers because they got the credit cards out.
Yep.
But you can do the lobby area. I mean, it's all. And so she looked it up and she called this guy, and I'm like, okay, what's the bottom line here? Because this guy has some good information. I want to give him the right information and go from there. I said, he's not an unreasonable man. I said, we get along great. He has some questions. He has rights that he has rights. And we just want to make sure. And she's like, yep. She goes, you know what? I think we made a mistake here. I said, good enough. I mean, people make mistakes all day long.
They do.
Just like you said.
Yep.
I said, so where do we go from here?
Yeah, this isn't about, I'm not looking to humiliate or denigrate
Nope.
or anything like that.
Nope.
I'm looking to just have it be correct. I just have one question for you, Sergeant.
Yeah, let me finish.
Oh, sure.
And then you can.
Yeah.
I'm on till 5.
Okay.
So I'm good for you, man.
All
I
right.
am good for you.
All right.
I kind of said, well, is there anything? He said, if you want, here's my boss's name and number. Please give this to him.
Cool.
Maybe you have that. Maybe you don't.
Well, I'm going to go in and politely just let her know. I appreciate that it's a mistake. It's not a big deal now.
Yep.
Everything's good to go. Actually, I have two questions.
Let me ask.
Oh, sure. Sorry,
Otherwise,
sir.
my age, I'll forget.
It's all right. No problem.
Just to follow up, do you want me to come in there with you, just as a witness, or?
You know that I would appreciate that, just so that it's clear and all of that kind of stuff.
Yep.
One, just because I had technically Sergeant Reyes. Or Officer Reyes.
Officer Reyes.
Or Officer Reyes and the other officer, the white guy.
Yeah, hang on, he's new. Hang on, give me just a second.
It's all right.
You gotta make me look at my phone.
It's all right. Don't worry about it. Anyways, could I just because I know I can't get some sort of a notice? Do you mind just so that I have it on camera? You saying I am not trespassed from this USPS?
Yes. Whatever your name is, Mr. Nice Guy. You are not trespassed. I'll make sure that trespass goes away.
Awesome. Okay. Cool.
It was just a genuine mistake. Everybody apologizes. The police department apologizes.
It's all right. Hey, we solved the problem. I'm not looking to escalate.
I know you're not.
I am looking to solve the problem the right way. So the other question I have is, how do you survive drinking so much freedom every day? You drink so much freedom that it's almost like you should be bursting right now.
I don't know what you mean.
I mean, standing up for my freedom. You love freedom so much. You came down here. You didn't let pride get in the way. You did the right thing.
Look at my age.
A lot of officers don't want to do that stuff.
You know what? There are a lot of good cops out there. I do want to say there are a lot of good cops.
Yep.
And I think just like you, and I think we talked about it. You treat people like you want to be treated. If I had a complaint, if I thought I was wrong, and I turned to the police for something, hey, can you turn that down a little bit? I would want the same thing. I would want a cop to go, you know what? I don't know. I don't know if the right thing was done or not. I don't know the intricacies of the post. I'll go down there and find out for you.
Awesome.
And who wouldn't?
You're a gentleman and a scholar, sir. You mind going in with me?
Let's go.
All right, guys. So, Sergeant Skelton drinks an impossible amount of freedom every day, and his vehicle is not a vehicle. He flies to work on an Eagle.
Yeah, no, I drink way too much Mountain Dew.
Thank you.
I'll ask for the manager who I spoke with.
Sure, you bet.
Would that be okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
That way you
sure.
You get it done right properly.
No problem. No problem at all. I'll just stand up over here. Excuse me.
So how else is your day going?
What's that?
I said, how else is your day going?
My day's going great.
Good.
I couldn't be a happier man. I
Good.
have a wonderful family. And
Good. That's what
I
counts.
live in a beautiful country. And
You're healthy.
And I'm healthy.
You're 100%, man.
Yep. There's a lot more things to
Oh, are you kidding me?
be overwhelmed by. But
So you're ahead of us, just to let you know.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. You just kind of.
How about you, sir? How's your day going along?
Every day's a good day. Every day above ground's a good day for me at my age. Yeah, actually, I've done this. I've been doing this for. I apologize. I've been doing this for going on 44 years now.
You've been a police officer for 40 years?
Hang on, let me catch my breath. Oh boy. yeah, and you know what? It's still a great job. You meet, everybody's got a story. I love that. Everybody's got a story. And you talk to these wonderful people like you. You talk to wonderful people, and if you can help them out, and you can go, I mean, you're not going to solve their problems. And some of the big, huge problems that they have, you're probably not going to solve in a few hours.
Sure.
But if you can solve someone's problem for a little bit, and you go, no, that guy went away happy. He's got a good impression of the Renton Police Department. He's got a good impression of this.
I do.
Man, that's everything.
I will say, like, my...
Could you have the manager come back out here for just a moment, please? Thank you so much. We'll be out here in the lobby. Sure. Yep.
But yeah, no, I did not have a favorable impression going away. However, the reason I went over is because, again, people can make mistakes too. If they make a mistake, I think they should be offered the opportunity to correct it and have everybody be cordial and polite and solve the problem that way. And you know, if then it's not solved and people are really upset.
He just wants to say just a couple things, nice things.
Everything's good to go now?
Yes, apparently.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you.
And we spoke, so thank you very much for your time.
I'm so sorry.
No, that's nothing to be sorry about. Yeah.
You're amazing.
Sure you say that now.
Have a good day, ma'am. All right, guys, there you go. Renton Police Department. They squared it away with their sergeant. You know, I wish I would have called him a dick just because that's just not typically my style. But, you know, I got pissed, so whatever. But all is square in Renton now.